there, crew. Hi. This is Monica with The Body Electric Supplement. So, this is my hope for all of us in 2022. It is my hope that we all invest more in our betterment, whatever it is that you want in life. Truly investing in it. Okay? Sometimes there is the obstacle of feeling as though you deserve it. And I, as a life coach, I can help with that. And I can also actually help with the, executing of, life goals. But before people really work at making changes in one's life, I think a part of that is inner work, being ready for it. There's the idea of, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for this, but basically, yes, you could want a thing, but you got to be living that life. You've got to actually be the reciprocal of whatever that is that you're looking for. So, for example, you want to lose 30 pounds, okay? So that means you actually have to be living a fit life, right? I would like to think so. So fit people don't eat junk food every night. Fit people do some kind of exercise, whether they like it or not, right? So some people, when they're just like, oh, I just don't have time to exercise, or I just don't have time to go, food shopping the right way and this and that. Yeah, we all have excuses. We can easily, have this laundry list of things of why you can't do it. But how about you make another list of why it's important to do this, you know? And the inner work sometimes come up to where it's like, do I actually really want this? Like, how would I feel if I actually had this? If I was 30 pounds lighter, how is my life going to be different? Yeah, I'm going to be healthier. Depending on your situation, like, people of the opposite sex will find me more attractive, or the same sex, not judging, but people will find me more attractive. People will have a better outlook about me, a better impression about me and my discipline and things like that. But are you ready for that kind of response? And people, when they are on those kinds of journeys, they have discovered how people treat them differently. Would you be ready for that? Would be ready for how people perceive you? So inner work, at the beginning and throughout, transformations are super important. Transformation for me in the last year was financial, and I found myself in a lot of growth, and it kind of spooked me. I'm just going to be honest. It spooked me, and I was like, oh, how, I welcome it, but also it's like, I don't know how to live this kind of life. I know how to be poor. I know how to be poor, but this is different, so yeah, we all come up against different things and challenges, and inner work is the thing that really, when things pop up, or we do it on purpose, sometimes we have to ask ourselves, again, in my situation, it's like, well, now that you are making more income, and you have more assets, like, how is that in your everyday life? How do you become more of a philanthropist? Do you help others earn more, like you have? I'm talking about me, but it, like, how do you feel about trying to help others get to where you are, or or even talking about it, quite honestly. It's like, some people don't want to hear about other people's success, you know? And that's something that inner work helps all of us really work at and try to, maintain growth in our life, because ideally we want growth, right? And I would just say there's so many people who look to, in the upcoming year, like, I want to stop smoking, I want to get in shape, I want to make more money, those top things. Ask yourself, like, are you the reflection of that? And if not, that's where you need to start when it comes to planning. Learn to be the reflection of that. So for me, I've had health and fitness goals before, and so I even automate a lot of things, so we can talk about automation. But yes, I automate so much because it just makes life easier. But being the reflection of the person you want to be starts with thinking about what kind of things does that person do. And if you don't know, again, social media is so cool in that, like, okay, so this is how I see the good way of using social media. So if you find a group, I don't want to say blogger or vlogger, because I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like sometimes that is for an audience and for other reasons, but I'm thinking of more like meetups. I'm sure there are virtual ones now, virtual meetups, where you actually talk with people in the same situation that you're in, or slightly above, where you actually have conversations and you really talk to each other, or you are in a group, virtual ones, and you really just start asking, like, well, what is it like to, open up this kind of, like, banking account, or what is it like to, have, like, be fit every day? What if you have, like, you binged for like 2 weeks and, like, that kind of thing. Like, we need that support and that knowledge, especially if you don't know. Like, if there are some people who do know, and then there's some people who just genuinely don't know, and they live this closed off life, and they don't know what it's like to be on the other side. So part of, I hope, everyone's growth journey is that you seek out and you find those people who can help you. It is going to be one of my personal missions next year also, spiritually, is to find like-minded people. I've heard this saying so many times, and now it's starting to finally click with me. It's like, I don't want to be the most enlightened person in the room. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I don't want to be the most knowledgeable person in the room about a subject or a topic where, and again, this is part of my inner work, where apparently I have been pulling people around me who, for years, decades, who they like to complain, and they don't want to do anything, but yet they continue to want to complain, and I just keep trying to help them. And so I am at a point where I want to be around people who we share growth. Yeah, where we share growth. And so, yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. Things like groups, not, I'm about to laugh at this Facebook groups. Oh, no, don't do that. Maybe, it depends. You got to kind of vet them. But then there's, like, masterminds that you actually got to go look for and pay for, meetups, that kind of thing. So that is my, goal. Seeking out like-minded people for growth, for personal growth and spiritual growth. Okay? Not dogma, so as you know. But anyway, what are your plans to seek out new people? How are you going to do that? Make sure you put that in the comments section. Like, I hope my advice was helpful. I would love to hear what others have to say on that also. Might be a resource. Like, especially now, it's still, I don't know, I'm in shutdown mode. So everything I tend to do right now can be most likely virtual. So there's that. But anyway, like, subscribe, and take care.